Paul had a harvest wherever he went. Hey, I bet you, even the centurions that had to hang out with him in those cells, interesting thing is they let him go freely. The implication is they liked Paul. He won people over. He that winneth souls is wise. And most of the brethren in the Lord have become confident by my chains, are much more bold to speak the word without fear. Somehow it emboldened the Christians in Rome. Some indeed preach Christ even from envy and strife, some from goodwill. Now that's a weird verse. Do you know there are preachers that preach and they're competitive with each other? They're checking each other's numbers, checking each other's ratings, checking each other, and they're competing. It's just human nature, man. It's just so human that you just, who's the top dog in my, who's got the biggest church, who's got the biggest following, who's got the biggest budget, who's got the biggest mailing list. The former preach Christ from selfish ambition. Woo! The word is arethia. The word that regressed from denoting honorable work to suggesting dishonorable intrigue. Originally, it meant a field worker or a reaper, and then anyone working for pay, a pure hireling. Arethia later described a person who was concerned only with their own welfare, susceptible to being bribed because they're ambitious, self-willed, opportunists looking for angles for their own promotion. Tell you what, man, two things that'll put you right in that slipstream is money and power. And I have the unhappy experience of being many times in the slipstream of people with money and people with power. And I'll tell you, this selfish ambition amongst people who are even professing Christians who preach Christ scares me. Why does it scare me? Because I know we're all going to stand before Jesus. And Paul said later, you want to stand before him without offense. What's going to happen when Jesus goes through and says, oh, you did all this. Let's just take a look at why you did this, and this. Oh, you were all worried about you, and what people thought of you, and whether you were the biggest preacher in town or the one with the biggest following. You weren't doing that for me, you were doing that for you. And they were watching those rewards get burned up. And you get a little, some pocket change. Well, you did a few good things here. See, the fear of the Lord purifies you. I'm even suspicious of me. That's why I surround myself with opinionated women. They tell me whatever they're thinking all the time. Keeps me humble and frequently makes me repent. Hey there, you just listened to an excerpt. That's a little bit of the podcast. So if you want to get the whole thing, because there's a lot more content there, go to lancewalnut.com/podcast. And instead of getting an excerpt, you get the entire message.